Hey guys, it's Ep5 and welcome back to episode 5 of my Manchester City career. In today's episode, obviously got 3 games to get through now out of the summer transfer window. First game is against Shakhtar Donetsk, that's obviously our game in the Champions League for us to play in the group. Then we've got a game against Watford just 4 days later for us to play in the league. And then we've got another competition to play in, and that's against Sheffield Wednesday 3 days after that, and that is in the Cup. So, should be an interesting set of fixtures in today's episode. 3 different competitions for those 3 different games. Looking forward to seeing how we get on across the 3 competitions. Probably our first proper test of being able to hopefully perform well in all 3 competitions, or in 3 different competitions, all in a fairly short space of time. So we'll wait and see how we get on. Before we get into today's episode though, if we could really try and push for over 100 likes on today's episode, I'd really appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the channel or if you haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead, hit the subscribe button as well down below, and that'd be absolutely fantastic. I'd really appreciate it if you haven't done that already. To go click that button, it massively helps me out. Let's crack on with today's episode. This is the team I'm going to go with for the game against Shakhtar Donetsk. There's a few changes in there, a couple of players being rotated around, but overall pretty strong team. Edison starts in goal, Kyle Walker-Stones, Otamendi and Mendy in defence. Fernandinho, De Bruyne and Silva in midfield, with Sterling, Gabriel Jesus and Leroy Sané starting as our front 3. Obviously Bernardo Silva there is the Silva I'm referring to, as opposed to David, who's on the bench. He'll obviously get involved in the game against Watford, maybe even off the bench for this game as well, but a very strong bench for us there. Sergio Aguero just getting rested, but you know, I'm sure he'll play a part in this game if we need him to. Okay, let's get on with this game now against Shakhtar Donetsk, see how we get on, hopefully get ourselves the opening 3 points of the Champions League. That would be absolutely fantastic if we could try and do it. Let's wait and find out, can we get ourselves 3 points from the first game? Fernandinho into Gabriel Jesus, onto Raheem Sterling. He's going to look to try and beat his man. He's not going to manage it, so he comes back inside, goes for the cross into Leroy Sané. Tried to get there, but the defender beats him to a good start to this game. An opportunity to get the ball into the box straight away through Bernardo Silva with the delivery. Leroy Sané pulls away from his man and connects it on the volley. The keeper just lets it roll towards him, and a really good start to the match. Leroy Sané trying an interesting sort of technique to finish that one off. Mendy running forward, trying to create something here. Gabriel Jesus going to wait for Mendy to make the run, still opens up his body to turn and shoot off the post and in. What a finish from Mendy. Makes a great run forward from left back and manages to slot it home past the goalkeeper. And I assume that's probably his first goal for us, and it's a really good one as well. Fantastic play, brilliant 1-2. Great interchange between him and Gabriel Jesus, who just holds the ball fantastically as ever. Plays a little pass, look at this little open of the body there, onto his left foot and smashes it in. You're not going to be able to stop that, no chance. It's right in the corner, is that. Bottom right hand corner, off the post and in. Keeper has absolutely no chance, winning the game 1-0. Gabriel Jesus again going to play a ball forward. This time it's Bernardo Silva who's going to go through by himself. We're going to go for the shots. Bernardo Silva, I think, must have been saved. Goalkeeper just gets enough onto it and it's gone out for a corner. Frustrating, thought we could have had a second goal there. Fernandinho going to cross in against his former club. Look for the flick on, didn't quite happen. Bernardo Silva into Gabriel Jesus, back to Bernardo Silva to shoot, and it's saved by the goalkeeper. Good strike on him, couldn't quite find the corner. That's it for the first time, still in the game 1-0. Of course we're after more goals really, but haven't quite managed to do that so far in this game. Overall I'm pretty happy with the performance. It's a controlled performance, not too many chances from the opposition, and I think John Stones been really good in defence, by the way. Stopped everything, looks fantastic in game, and just looking to now add to the scoreline. I think we can do that, because we are, like I said before, very much in control of this match. Just need to start creating and taking some chances. Oh my days, that was close. Okay, all 3 changes, about 30 minutes left. We're going to bring on some big players here. We're going to bring on Sergio Aguero, Silva and Yaya Toure. Fernandinho, Leroy Sané and Silva all coming off. Gabriel Jesus go playing on the left-hand side. I'm doing that basically because we're only 1-0 up here. We should be more, and it's those sort of things where you go into the final 30 minutes and Shakhtar start to throw loads of players forward, they push for a goal and maybe they get an equaliser. So not going to risk anything, going to go all out, even if it means that against Watford we have to field a slightly weaker team. Because of that, we'll have to do that because I want to make sure we definitely get ourselves 3 points in this opening Champions League fixture. What a ball in, what a ball in. Finish was absolutely dreadful. I don't know if it was a pass or a finish, to be honest. It looked more like a pass, but should do so much better. Chance here for Shakhtar, and they've equalised. We made one mistake in the whole game, and it was really poor. I think it might even be John Stones. He just dives in a little bit too much. You can see this little step from John Stones that just allows them in. That's the mistake. Passes it through, and it's a good finish. That's what I was on about. They've not had any chances really the whole match. They go forward and they score, and that's why we had to bring on the better players. Of course, even still, bringing on those guys, it hasn't actually helped because we have conceded a goal. But maybe a little bit more chance of getting ourselves a goal to go back in front. Yaya Toure into Kevin De Bruyne. Oh, go on, yes, through to Yaya Toure. Can he get the finish right? He has done. A little bit of luck. The goalkeeper gets a hand to it, but with 3 minutes to go, Yaya Toure, the substitute, scores. And that's why I brought him on, because we had no sort of run from midfield ever. Fernandinho wasn't going to give us that. He never runs forward like Yaya Toure does when he comes on. And that's exactly what he's come on and done. Yaya Toure just making a great run here, just gives and go. And Aguero there with a little pass around the corner. Luckily manages to scoop it up enough around the goalkeeper and up and over the keeper, who can't manage to save it. It's 2-1, got ourselves back in front with 2 minutes to go. Really, really happy that we've managed to do that, but there's still a couple of minutes left and we've got to make sure we see out the rest of the game. That's a 2-1 victory, really happy with that. Gets us 3 points. Okay, not our best performance, we should have done much better, we should have been more comfortable, but we've often seen that a couple of times. I think we saw it against Bournemouth last episode, where we didn't quite play as how we wanted to, and we didn't get the result we wanted to, but we've managed to get ourselves the 3 points, which is of course the most important thing, and it's better than getting ourselves a draw, obviously, isn't it, with that sort of performance. At least we're still winning when we're not playing as well as we can, so happy with that. We'll take obviously the 3 points, go into the next game now, which is in the league against Watford. Hopefully be able to recover in time, because obviously both our strikers played there, so we'll have to wait and see how we get on. Okay, so Will Patching has gone out on loan to Forest Green. That was the deal that we tried to get sorted last episode. It's finally gone through now, so he's got himself a loan deal. And Raheem Sterling's saying thank you for playing in the last game. He asked to start, and I was going to start him anyway, to be honest. This game against Watford now, it's changed on the team. I think we should be okay, actually, in terms of the recovery from the players. I think everyone's pretty much recovered. However, the team is going to change a little bit for this game. This is something I'm going to put out. Edison starts in goal, Kyle Walker, Company, Stones, and Mendy in defence. Yaya Toure, De Bruyne, and Silva in midfield this time round. Raheem Sterling, Aguero, and Gabriel Jesus as our front three. So I've done that obviously because I'm trying to get in the best performance, the guys that are in the best form right now. Because everyone's fully fit, it makes sense just to go with the best form players. And I didn't think Leroy Sané played particularly well in the last game. Gabriel Jesus, I think, did a little bit better. Yaya Toure obviously did better than Fernandinho. So those changes have been made. David Silva comes in for Bernardo Silva. So we'll wait and see how we get on. Hopefully that's going to be a good enough team to get ourselves to 3 points here. So right now we have 4 wins from 4. Obviously looking to make it 5 wins from 5 after this game against Watford. We'll wait and see how we get on though. Watford could be a good team. I think I said it against Bournemouth, where sometimes you play these sort of sides and they end up being much better than you expect. So we'll wait and see. I'm expecting a little bit of a tougher game, to be honest, in this match. Obviously Shakhtar weren't particularly tough. Like, we didn't have that many problems defensively, but we just didn't take our chances. We weren't quite good enough going forward. Hopefully that can be different in this game. Kevin De Bruyne waited for that pass into Raheem Sterling. It was always going to be made. Sterling now needs to wait for some support. He cuts back, waiting for a pass if he can find it. It's a great ball to Sergio Aguero, who scores. What a finish as well from Sergio Aguero, who started strong. And it's Raheem Sterling who gets himself the assist. Just a little pass inside there. Really good ball from Raheem Sterling. Aguero makes a fantastic run, and we've scored very, very early on here. That's much better from us compared to the game against Shakhtar, where we just couldn't get ourselves started quickly enough. Look at this from Raheem Sterling. Beats 2 or 3 men there. Fantastic pass inside as well. Just cuts out so many players, and it's a good finish. Win this game 1-0 just 8 minutes in. Aguero switch it over to Raheem Sterling. Great switch. Raheem Sterling now look for the ball into the middle to De Bruyne. Tried to get there and to get pulled back. It's a penalty, quite rightly as well. The amount of pulling that was going on there from, I think, the defender. I think it's Prodolo that's made the pull on Kevin De Bruyne. It's a really, really obvious one to see, and I'm glad to see that it's been given by the referee. Hopefully going to get ourselves a goal from this penalty, but you can just see the way that he's trying to pull him back there, and eventually just stops De Bruyne from connecting with it properly. Got ourselves a penalty. Let's see whether we can finish it off. Who's going to take it, Gabriel Jesus or Sergio Aguero? I think we're going to give it to Aguero. Will we get ourselves the goal though? I often don't do particularly well from penalties, especially not recently either. Aguero to shoot and score. It's a really good penalty actually, that one. 2-0. Finally got ourselves the second goal to double our lead, and it's Sergio Aguero that again does it, on for a hat-trick now with 7 minutes left of the first half. That's it for the first half. Still win the game 2-0. Obviously fantastic to be in front by 2 goals now. Gives us a little bit more breathing space, and looking to try and add a 3rd and 4th goal in the second half. Let's wait and see how we get on. Hopefully keep up the good performance, keeping in control of this game, but maybe try and create a few more chances. Kept hold of possession fantastically, but maybe not use the ball as well as we want to. Well played. Kyle Walker now in the overlap. Got to create something here. Looking to Kevin De Bruyne. Oh, it's a little bit behind him. So close. Doing a really good chance. Still need to add a 3rd goal to the scoreline. Got to start creating, because when you're in this sort of position where it's just so comfortable, you've got to add to the scoreline. You've got to continue to add to the goal tally if you can. We just haven't managed to do that so far. Chance. Oh, good save, Edison. Oh, well kept in as well, Kyle Walker. Okay, all 3 changes, about 30 minutes to go. Gundogan, Silva and Sané all to come on. That means we'll be taking off Kevin De Bruyne. Silva and Gabriel Jesus as well will also come off. So, making all 3 changes. Kevin De Bruyne doesn't usually come off, to be honest, but I've decided to take him off. He looks a little bit more tired than usual in this game for some reason. And with 30 minutes left, I want to try and freshen things up a bit. So, got to try and add to the scoreline still. Like I said before, when you're in this sort of position where he's just so in control, you've got to be looking to add to a 3rd and 4th. Oh, Silva beats his man. still running forward. Bernardo Silva doesn't have anybody else running forward with him. Maybe Raheem Sterling will now. Sterling going to come inside, wait for a pass across, and again cut out. Sterling couldn't quite find the ball into Sergio Aguero. Really, really close, but again, not quite there. 15 minutes left, and we're going to, I think, play this one short and try and create something here. Or not, the short option wasn't available. Gundogan to deliver straight away. John Stones is in there, connects it into the back post. Surely Company should be there for a tap-in. Didn't manage to stretch enough. No way. Out-leaped there. Is it Akaka that's got the goal? I'm not too sure. I know certainly he came on the pitch at one point. With 11 minutes left, it is Akaka that gets one back for Watford. I won't be celebrating. We're picking up the ball and going again. Really, really frustrating because you could just see it was going to happen in this game where we don't get the third and fourth goal as we should. And then they pull one back and make things a little bit more interesting in the final 10 minutes. Shouldn't be happening, but it's happening a little bit too frequently for my liking. We're still getting wins most of the time. We're still, winning all our games so far in the Premier League, but we're just not quite doing it as I'd hoped to be able to do it in some matches. A little bit too inconsistent at times. Losing the ball a little bit as well. Chance here for Watford. Good save, Addison. With 7 minutes to go, I'm a little bit worried actually. We're going to end up conceding again at this rate. Hopefully prevent the Akaka chance again. Yes, well played, Leroy Sané. Aguero gets in front of Capoue. That's good. Sergio Aguero still looking to try and get going. Looking to pull him back, and he couldn't quite manage to do it. Can he do it this time? No. Every single time they just get in front of us. They just seem to want it a little bit more, and I think we've got a little bit lucky in this game that we've actually come away with the 3 points, even though we've had the better chances. Watford have had 1 or 2 really good chances in the final 5 or 10 minutes. But that's it, got ourselves 3 points. 2-1 victory, not as comfortable as I'd hoped it to be. Should have only had 3 or 4 goals at least in that game. Didn't quite happen, and even though we scored after 8 minutes, we didn't really do much after that. So disappointed in that sense, but obviously happy to continue our winning streak. I've got 5 wins from 5 around the Premier League, which is good, and got to try and keep that up going into the next league game as well. But I think before then we do have another cup game, and that is going to be against, I think it was Sheffield Wednesday. So some play drills to do before we get on to that cup game against Sheffield Wednesday. The exact same players again are going to get trained up this week, and we'll see how we get on. Zinchenko goes up, Ruiz goes up, as well as Diaz is also a really good week for us. Diaz at 69, Zinchenko 74, Ruiz at now 65. So those guys looking much better. Hopefully going to continue to get them up over the next few weeks and months. So on to the next game against Sheffield Wednesday, the final game of today's episode. This is the team I'm going to go with. Bravo starts in goal. We've got Danilo, Otamendi, Mangala, and then Gulam as well, also playing in defence. We've got Fernandinho, Gundogan and Delph in midfield. Silva, Gabriel Jesus and Leroy Sané playing as our front 3. So obviously a few changes in there. Still a good enough team, I think, though, to get ourselves a victory against them. But an opportunity to try out a couple of other players. Company on the bench, got Diaz, De Bruyne, Foden, Zinchenko, Sterling and Aguero also on there as well. So a few bigger names obviously missing out in this game. But overall, I think we've got a good enough team to win the match. And that, of course, the most important thing. Danilo getting a little bit of game time. Obviously, Kyle Walker's been our favourite recently. Understandably, the amount of pace and quality that he's got. So a chance for him also to show us what he can do at right back. Okay, let's see how we get on against Sheffield Wednesday in this cup game to finish off today's episode. Obviously, look forward to hopefully a good performance with a changed team here. Bernardo Silva on the right-hand side as a right winger isn't something we've tried before. So we're interested to see how he copes with that. Usually, I'm used to someone with a little bit more pace, but actually, pace-wise, he seems okay in terms of his stats. Just whether he can perform, that's a role in game. Looking to switch it over. Bernardo Silva here to Leroy Sané. Fantastic pass. Can he get it into the middle to Gabriel Jesus now? He went for it, but he's just been beaten to it by the defender. Gundogan now to deliver the corner. That's a good start to the game so far. Otamendi flicks it, and it's going to be a tap in there for Fernandinho. Really, really happy with that. We've got ourselves a goal again very early on. Can we push on from that though? This time it's the captain that scores, and it's a really good flick. And I think from Otamendi at the front post. Flicks it on, defender just about stops it, but then it just falls to Fernandinho for a tap in there, and it's just a pass into an empty net. Really good play. This ball in though from Gundogan's fantastic as well. Just picks out Otamendi, saved by the keeper originally, but then a little toe poke on the left foot by Fernandinho, winning the game 1-0. Fantastic start. Sheffield Wednesday with their own little bit of build-up play there. To be fair, it was good as well. Luckily saved by Claudio Bravo. Chance here for Sheffield Wednesday. Overpassed it a little bit. Luckily managed to block that one as well. Great chance for them. No, Forestieri's gone through, off the post. We've got away with that one massively again. Sheffield Wednesday looking a bit of a threat actually when they eventually get up the pitch and attack. A couple of chances now for them, they couldn't even be in front as well. That's why we need to find a second goal, but it just never seems to happen for us. Don't know why. We start off so well and then we just seem to struggle to go any further and get a second goal. We've got to try and push on and try and do it if we can this time. It's going to be Gundogan to shoot. Wide. Oh, what a ball that is from Gundogan. Picks out Bernardo Silva perfectly. Still going here, Bernardo Silva, waiting for the right cutback. He's going to find Delph. Thought he scored. It's wide, hits the side netting. Gulam now bring the ball forward. Just not enough attackers going forward, is there? We're looking for a second goal then. There's one player in the box. Gabriel Jesus turning out and Could have maybe passed it to Gundogan, who made a good run in the end, but the runs are just a little bit too late. It's alright having a late runner, but not everyone running late. That's it for the first half, of course, in this very similar situation where we're 1-0 up, looking for a second and third goal still. We just can't seem to find it at all. And I've got a feeling that they will end up fighting back Sheffield Wednesday. They could have already had a goal to equalise as well as a second goal potentially as well. So I imagine at some point they will probably find the back of the nets. We've got to make sure that when that happens that we are enough in front to be able to cope with that. Down low, inside to Gundogan. He's going to turn out to Gabriel Jesus. It's really intricate here. Gabriel Jesus turns and shoots. It's one of our best shots that we've had in a long time. It's going out for a corner. Let's see if we can get the ball straight in. Try and pick some out again at the front post. There's been a few good runners occasionally, but not that time. Gundogan. Looking to Leroy Sané. Heads it back across. Gabriel Jesus. Oh, so good again. Can't find the back of the net though. Okay, all three changes. Again, there's 30 minutes to go. Again, I'm not going to hold back really in terms of the players I'm going to bring on. We're going to make all three changes here with Sergio Aguero, De Bruyne and Foden all coming on. We'll take off Gundogan, Fernandinho and Silva as well. They'll all come off. Gabriel Jesus goes on the right-hand side. Delph drops back into holding midfielder. And we'll see how that goes. Sergio Aguero comes on despite obviously having games in the next few days. Want to make sure we get more than just one goal. And I think to be able to do that, we're going to need some more firepower. Leroy Sané, let's try and create something here. Fabian Delph. Is Kevin De Bruyne, who's going to turn out and also try and shoot, and it's saved by the goalkeeper. It was a difficult angle, difficult one to be able to score from, but we went for it anyway, and it was actually very, very close. But still unable to get the second goal. 25 minutes left now. Gabriel Jesus has won it back off the defender. Maybe a final chance if he can cut it back to Aguero. And there we go, the second goal. Why does it always happen, though, in the final few minutes? We want it earlier to be able to just settle down a little bit and give us a bit of breathing room. But with 7 minutes to go, we finish off the game. It's Sergio Aguero, of course, with the goal. Who else could it be? And it's a fantastic finish as well. Gabriel Jesus just manages to win it back with the defender and then just isn't greedy with it, just lays it off to Sergio Aguero, who's in a better position here. Just a little cutback, and it's a really good finish. No stopping that. Winning the game 2-0, and that should be the game in the bag now. We should be able to go into the next round. Starting to tear them apart a little bit more now as they're throwing more and more players forward. Fabian Delph makes the run. Can he get the finish right? Oh, he does. Panics for a second there. Just wanted to try something a little bit different. We go across the keeper on his left foot. It's a finesse as well. It's 3-0 and the game is well and truly over. It seems to happen a lot, does this, whenever we seem to score the second and third goal. It does seem to be late on. I'd much rather it be a little bit sooner than that, but obviously as long as we're getting through to the next round and getting ourselves wins, that's the most important thing. But yeah, you could just see Sheffield Wednesday throwing loads of players forward. It allows gaps to open up and we can therefore play in those gaps. So yeah, very happy with that. Got ourselves 3-0 now, and that's more like the scoreline that we probably deserve. And there we have it. Got ourselves into the next round, knocked out Sheffield Wednesday. No cup upset despite the changes. Obviously had to bring on the big guns to try and get the second and third goal. Eventually it happened, and like I said before, should happen a little bit sooner, but we didn't quite manage to create enough, and that's obviously the reasons why. But very happy with that overall. Scoreline was good. Kept ourselves a clean sheet as well, which I think is the first game we've managed to do that in today's episode, if my memory is correct. Could be wrong on that one. But yeah, I'm very happy overall at the 3-0 victory. Got to look to try and play a little bit better though, to have the whole game rather than the last 10 minutes. And that is everything for today's episode. Thank you all so much for watching. Obviously very happy to get ourselves 3 wins. Really, really happy to continue our good win streak at the moment. That is everything. Thank you all so much for watching. If we could try and hit 100 likes on today's episode, I'd really appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the channel, or maybe you just haven't decided to subscribe yet, please go ahead, hit the subscribe button down below, and that'd be absolutely fantastic. I'd really appreciate that. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for the support as well, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.